We've seen other applications with the Halo device. You know, the FIA and Formula One have gone down and put it through different categories. The issue we have there is that it's not something that would apply very well to ovals, especially just for the way that you're in the banking and the way you look through the corner. You would lose a lot of your vision and the way you track, you know, through that one. So I think you know, INDYCAR and some of their partners have worked for a little while now to try and figure out a resolution for our racing, and one that I think they've done a very good job. Yeah, I love Texas, love coming to it. You know, I think the under the lights is always you know, a great spectacle for the fans. For me, the racing, you know, in 17 was crazy by all means, and we almost had a victory right there. You know, we got taken out with very few laps to go, but love going to Texas. You know, the whole part of, you know, the close racing, very exciting. But also, you know, if you get to be lucky enough to you know, fire those guns in victory circle, there's nothing else like that. Texas, I don't think is ever a grind. You know, you're always, you know, whether you're in the stands or in the race car, you're on the edge of your seat. You know, everything happens so quickly. You know, it's one of our faster circuits too, where we're well into the 220 miles an hour. It is a longer race, you know, with, you know, almost 400 miles. So it's definitely one you have to make sure you approach to, you know, keep yourself in at the start. Things can happen quickly and take you out of the race. You know, so for us, last year was going, you know, well. We made a conscious effort to make sure that the car was, you know, good to drive, and, you know, try and save it for later on. But you know, as we've seen from many races at Texas, it can you know, change direction pretty quickly. But just love the fact of the speed, you know, that it's a night race, and you know, it comes down to the wire always. I love Texas. Have been able to travel around a little bit. You know, for me, I think it's Roanoke, the closest town there. I think has, you know, some great places to eat. You know, for us, unfortunately, you know, we're only there for a very short time. But you know, I think having two of those, you know, big cities and you know, fairly close vicinity, there's plenty to do in Texas, and I think I definitely need to make you know, a bigger point of making sure to check out the local attractions. For me, you know, anytime you can be in a car, I think is something that really helps. And you know, for our team, it's the same team, so a lot of crossover, a lot of similar personnel, which I think definitely helps get into that racing, you know, racing state for the rest of the season. So yeah, hopefully we can keep that trend rolling, and you know, take a couple of victories through onto the INDYCAR side, and hopefully we get them pretty quick in the season. But always a great way to start the year.